I like it. It's actually really fun. Like, we have a lot of people from all over the world. A lot of people from Sri Lanka, from Myanmar, some people from Thailand that I've met. And I've met like one person from India and like 2 people from America, but it's still really diverse. We have 3 different teachers and each one does 1 or 2 days and they just rotate. So on Mondays, I like the teacher a lot more. So I'm like, yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, the teacher's more like more strict. She's just like, okay, we're learning. We're not gonna play around, no joking, you know, no silliness, but she's still very nice. And then Fridays we have, I forgot his name, but he's like, he loves to joke around and stuff. So if you're like stressed or you have questions and stuff, you can talk with him because his English is actually pretty good. Yeah, so it's nice. So, and it's good on Friday because it's like the end of the week. So I'm like, I didn't understand Monday, so can you explain it? And he will actually like write on the board English and Japanese to kind of help. And I'm like, oh, good, now I understand what that kanji is or things like that. Almost immediately, like the first week, we learned like kore wa, sore wa, are wa. And I was actually able to be like, so that's how you say, what is that? Or that's how you say like, you know, I'm from blah, blah, blah. Because a lot of people, they'll meet me and they'll be like, where are you from? You know, and I would be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like before, I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, Nihongo ga wakarimasen. You know, and they'd be like, oh. And then we couldn't talk anymore because I'm just like, I don't know Japanese. Now I'm just like, oh, chotto wakarimasu. Like I understand a little bit. And they would actually be like, oh, she actually knows how to say something. So you know, I'll talk to her with basic Japanese and I'll be like, I know those words. I can actually say those things. And, you know, they'd be like, where are you from? And I'd be like, America. And they'd be like, oh, you know, what area? And I'll actually understand. And it's like a really good feeling. And then like, I'll hear people chatting and I'll be like, oh, I know some of those words. I had emailed like other schools I found and they were all like very obviously a template. They were just like, oh, thank you for considering us, da 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 da. And no one even mentioned like Ringo because the first thing I mentioned was like dormitories. Am I allowed to be in a dorm with a dog? And they would just be like, thank you for, you know, wanting to be with us. Do this, do that, fill out these forms. And I'm like, do you know about like any, like, do you know what I said to you? But like Michael, very obviously, like he read it and was like, oh, I'm really glad that, you know, it's tough to like, you know, be only know English and coming to Japan and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, he's like, as for the dog, you know, we'll definitely try to help you. And I was like, oh my God, someone's going to help me. You know, and he gave me like some links and stuff. And he actually gave me the website for the animal quarantine that was like the thing that helped me get through it. Because looking online, I couldn't even find that website, which is really weird. And it might be because it was in Japanese at first and you could change it to English. So like I definitely chose JCLI because of Michael. And then I found GaijinPot through, what did I find Gaijin? I think it was through like a random forum because I was looking up like how do I find a job in Japan or like find a job like living in America but being able to do things for Japan, like teaching English through Skype or things like that. And GaijinPot was the first choice. And I was like, oh, okay. And I actually went to the website. The layout was fantastic because I went to other websites and I was just like, I can't navigate through this. Like it makes no sense. So GaijinPot had like, you know, jobs and then study and then apartments and then just like travel. So I clicked on study and I saw like the list and I just kind of emailed everybody. And Michael's response was the best one by far. And everybody else, I was just like, bye guys, I'm gonna, you know, go with JCLI because Michael was like, actually spoke to me like as a human, not as a robot giving me a template.